angel-faced monster, the story of Ted Bundy. Imagine for a moment that the most notorious serial killer could be a handsome, polite young man, beloved by all. This was precisely Ted Bundy, the nightmare who terrorized America in the 1970s. A man as charming as he was dangerous and predatory, he used his charisma to lure his victims, then transformed into a ruthless monster. His story isn't just a record of gruesome crimes, it's a terrifying study of the killer. Theodore Robert Bundy was born in 1946 and outwardly appeared to be a promising and intelligent young man. He studied law and psychology and possessed a charismatic personality that easily attracted women. But behind this perfect facade, a dark and terrifying side. In 1974, a series of kidnappings and murders began, targeting young women in the Pacific Northwest. His victims often resembled his ex-girlfriend and vanished under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind shattered families and baffled police. The Chase and the Great Escapes. In 1975, the threads began to come together around Bundy. His brutal methods, the similarity of the victims, and some testimonies led the police to him. He was arrested in Utah on kidnapping charges, and evidence quickly linked him to other crimes. But Bundy wasn't an ordinary criminal who surrendered easily. His intelligence and cunning personality were aiding factors. In June 1977, Bundy made his first escape from a Colorado prison, exploiting a weakness in security measures. He remained at large for only a few days before being recaptured, but this didn't break his defiant spirit. In December 1970, he made a more dramatic escape from a Florida prison, using an opening in his cell ceiling to drop into the guardroom and then exit the building. This escape sparked terror across the country as a dangerous serial killer was once again at large. The final crimes and inevitable end after his second escape, Bundy headed to Florida, where he committed his most heinous crimes. He attacked a sorority house at Florida State University, killing 2 students and seriously injuring 2 others. Weeks later, he abducted and murdered a 12-year-old girl. These horrific crimes were the final straw. By February 1978, Bundy was arrested for the last time. His trials captivated public attention as he sometimes attempted to defend himself, showcasing his intelligence and legal shrewdness. Despite his denials, the evidence against him was overwhelming. In the end, Ted Bundy was sentenced to death on multiple counts. In the final hours before his execution, Bundy confessed to committing 30 murders, although investigators believe the true number of his victims may be much higher. On January 4th, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed by electric chair in Florida, bringing an end to the story of one of the most brutal and treacherous serial killers in American history. His most documented crimes, in addition to dozens of others. Linda Healy, one of his first known victims, she disappeared in February 1974 from her apartment in Seattle, Washington. Her remains were later found. Janice Ott and Denise Naslund. These two young women disappeared on the same day, July 1900, from Lake Sammamish State Park in Washington, where Bundy had been feigning injury and asked